I think the main feeling from everyone at Frontier and his family as well, we've been speaking to them, is just relief. I mean, we're just so glad that this nightmare is over and that he's free and he can go home to his family, which is what he was doing 5.5 months ago when he was arrested. And, he should never have been in prison at all. And we're just so glad that this is over for him.
How did you find out about the news, and why do you think he was released just days after he was sentenced to jail?
Yeah, so we had started to hear some things this afternoon that things were happening behind the scenes, and we started to get quite hopeful, but obviously didn't want to, to get our hopes up too much because we've been expecting his release for a long time. But I think, with the case, he was never going to be released without a conviction. The way that the military regime would look at it, if they released him without a conviction, it would basically be admitting that they made a mistake and they should never have arrested him. So when the trial got underway and it all unfolded very quickly, we're actually somewhat optimistic still that it was a good sign, because he really couldn't have been released until that trial was over. It was a very heavy sentence, so we weren't sure how to interpret that. But, this is just how these things unfold when you're dealing with quite an unpredictable regime.
And Thomas, have you heard anything from Danny's family?
So through this whole nightmare, we've been in touch with the family closely all the time, including his wife, his family in the United States. And it was actually through them that we first got confirmation that he was free, that he was boarding the plane, he was leaving the country. So we've been in close contact with them. And I think just, again, it's just relief. It's kind of hard to describe, I think, for everyone, just how happy we are that this is finally over. And that's a sentiment that they've conveyed to us as well.
Indeed. It's good to hear the news. Thomas Keane, thank you.
Thanks so much, Yvonne.